Okay. Okay, what's up, everybody? These are the live thoughts for Game 3. Loading in. I think this game is pretty tilted in your favor. I think as long as Xin Zhao doesn't start snowballing really hard, they don't have a lot of good options to carry this game. They have a utility AD carry, a utility mid. Not to say that they can't do damage, but uh, they're not. It's not a Vayne. It's not a Kiana or a Syndra or something like that. Um, your bot lane has Prio. Mid lane's a toss up. Aurelia has Prio into Lulu. Lulu? Did I say Wooloo or Lulu? Never mind. Um, yeah, the just to talk to about it a little bit before Alka gets back because he's AFK. The Aurelia Lulu matchup is kind of weird. There aren't a lot of people who still play top lane Lulu. I've played it a couple times this season. Used to play it a while ago when it was really strong. Um, the Lulu matchup into basically anybody top lane is just kind of like Lulu mid, where you're just trying to neutralize the enemy laner. You're trying to die as few times as possible. Um, Now, the way you know that this guy isn't a Giga Chad is because he goes airy, and any self-respecting Lulu player in the solo lane goes electrocute, so that's accounting against him. But yeah, Lulu, especially with airy in this lane matchup, gonna poke, probably with Q and autos, or maybe E-cast on you, and it's just gonna be about not dying, right? She has exhaust, she can't teleport into fights, she can't threaten you with ignite. She's literally playing the game kind of like how Soraka top used to play it. She's playing to not int and then come into team fights and hopefully be more helpful than you. So as long as you can abuse her, put her down in gold or put her down, excuse me, put her down in farm, then you're pretty happy. Um, but it all depends on how you do. As for mid, that mid matchup goes back and forth, and the jungle matchup is back and forth, but it's more of a coin flip. If one of these champs gets ahead, then
30
it'll
seconds
probably
until
snowball.
minions
But
spawn.
I would say it's easier for Xin Zhao to extend a lead. Oh, this pick is really good. You get at least another one. As long as Stray doesn't die, this is super worth it. Oh, Involence has got this. Oh, come on, Involence. You know what he's trying to do, buddy. That was a huge first pick, guys. That was beautiful.
Minions have
Does
spawned.
Swain try to back? Please tag him with Q. No, Involence. Okay, that's unfortunate. Swain gets away for free. But, I mean, not really for free. You guys just killed his AD carry, so. Good pick there. Really good pick there. Yeah, that's three. One. Oh, two people got assists. That's a lot of gold. Really nice job. Okay. Yeah, we see the dual corrupting pots start up top. That means she can poke you a little bit easier.
All right.
Alka, we're already going.
We're already going. All right. Sorry about that. My dad almost lost his wallet on the highway.
I talked about Stray's match up top and how Lulu top players, including myself, just play that matchup to not lose, but how this guy's basically a beta male because he doesn't go electrocute. Um, Talked about how no TP top, talked about how mid is a bit of a coin flip, talked about how jungle is a bit of a coin flip, but Xin Zhao can extend his lead easier than Elise can.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the Lulu and stuff like that, he's going to be stronger.
Oh my
But,
god.
I mean, we're seeing it right now. Bot lane just has the stronger lane. Um,
Yeah,
like, Swain's not going to do much if he gets engaged on.
yeah. They basically picked like a poke utility bot lane. But the big problem with picking poke utility lanes is that if you mismanage your positioning in lane, then you just get hard engaged on by stuff like Misfortune Alistar. Beautiful, like that was a really good aggressive trade there, Straya. If you do another trade like, I mean, you force your exhaust on your first trade of the lane, so.
Oh, looks like we're
Ooh.
going to another one here.
Yeah, the thing you have to worry about with like caster, not caster, like utility tops is their ability to extend trades beyond when you want, but
Complex just getting the
picks
kill
it up.
back. We saw Zinzao on the bot side of the map resetting back in bot lane. That's fine.
I
Um,
I do want to mention Stray in those two fights, you missed the E on the second trade, but I know you watched the Aurelia video I made for you because those were much shorter than you used to make them, and that's really really good. That's why it was so hard for her to dodge, and then you pick up a good kill in the river. Good job.
yep. Using our prio. This is literally every time we talk about prio to you guys. That's literally what we're talking about. Zinzao shouldn't be there because he has no top laner. That left top free to roam down. Stray literally just got to roam down for free and kill Zinzao. He shouldn't have been there because he didn't have prio, and that's an example of you guys playing prio correctly.
Yeah, you missed a beautiful pick they made at the beginning of the game. The enemy team was up in Dragon Pit, I guess, looking for some kind of poke, and Complex and bot lane found them there and just picked up a free kill.
Nice,
They
very
lost
good.
the second one because Swain flashed the wall and ran into our jungle and backed, and the one bush we didn't check. Oh, you hard win this top. You literally, yep, you just keep autoing Q, auto. You got W still? Yeah, beautiful. That's the problem with Lulu top, is if you get your lane too far out, 90% of bruisers just repeat kill you.
So bot lane, we're freezing here. Make sure we're thinning the wave that there's only 4 minions. You know, 4 minions ahead of us. Here you have 5. It's gonna be a hard freeze to break, but you're also gonna take a lot more damage. You guys are stronger, so freezing here and then just killing them repeatedly as they try and walk up the farm and break your freeze. Easiest game of your lives, right? Um, Looks like we had a little bit of a
Yeah.
close dive mid there. What we can look at that later. I didn't see it because it directed cam.
Basically it looked like Invalence and Oriana were trading really close to the turret, and then Complex came down from the top side to try and turn it into a kill, and there wasn't a lot of hard CC onto the Oriana, and Oriana got away. We tried to dive, but because she was so far away, it was really hard to put in the last damage.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. So
I
I didn't see the dive. Make sure that we're not leading with repel if we know we're going to dive. Lead with cocoon. If we know we're going to dive, you can either um. If you know you're gonna try and kill her there, you can lead with repel. But usually I try and go around the tower and then um, walk up to her because she can't really. You kind of need the repel to get away. You're gonna take too many tower shots, especially if there are minions under the tower. You want to change aggro to the minions afterwards as soon as you can.
now. Hmm, Oh, I love this bot lane draft. No cap. The flash there was probably a little excessive.
Yeah.
I
Um,
really, really like the bot lane matchup here. The one thing you just got to remember is that the way Swain is going to trade is always going to be pretty abusive towards Alistar or any melee support here. But as long as you guys just keep, you just can't let him do trade after trade after trade. You just need to keep hard engaging on him, because then
yeah.
he just doesn't get to play the game.
Um, this is
Trey.
an example. I'm not. I think you might have been a little bit too far out, but leading into the gank with human form, if you have set up CC like Alistar, so you guarantee the cocoon, that's a fine, a fine thing. Usually, you do want to lead with repel. Um, Sorry, I'm watching this mid fight play out. Good R.
Ooh, good R.
Excellent, excellent 2v2. But anyway, you want to lead into the gank with repel so you can repel onto your enemy, and then as they flash away, you cocoon. However, if you have set up CC like the Alistar, you want to try and get the guaranteed cocoon off. That way the CC duration is longer, and you stand more of a chance of killing them, and then repel after them. Alrighty, clearing the top side. We see Herald just spawning now. We haven't seen their jungler in a little bit, I don't think.
We have a lot of gold on Misfortune, almost 1600.
Yeah, so this would be a fine time for you to reset after you guys push it in. The next wave is not going to be for a little bit. I'd be hard shoving this and looking to back, just because the longer you stay in lane, the more likely you are to get like Ash Ard into a gank, because she's 5 right now. She's probably nearing 6 off this wave. Oh, Swain pulled under tower, very close. You actually almost kill her. Wow. So yeah, reset here is fine. Looks like we pick up the Herald. Yes, we do. Okay. See Zinzao on the top side of the map. You can bully him a little bit. You see him transitioning to the bot side there. Oh, no, he's going back to the ward. Yeah, you guys definitely have the better 3v3 at this point, especially since Lulu's behind. So you can look for the aggressive plays on your strong side of the map. Actually, every side's the strong side of the map. Your bot lane's crushing it. At this point, you can look for you know, your invades onto him. Next time, maybe take Red Smite though, because as Elise, a lot of your damage does come from your W and auto attacks. Jungle is up. You're sitting on 1,000 gold.
In case it comes back to you, Straya, so the thing you have to remember about these kinds of matchups is that people pick supportive top laners on one basic premise, which is that top laners' scale or their ability to do damage and be helpful in team fights is gated by their ability to get golden items, and that the basic utilities... Hold on, you're trying to kill her. That the basic utility of these champs is going to outweigh the early game damage and power. Good kill. I'm gonna let this bot lane fight play out too, sorry.
Yeah, this is just a one bot lane fight. You just do so much damage.
Yeah. So
it's actually kind of insane.
So yeah, people pick supportive tops on that basic gambit, that the utility is going to outweigh the early damage and like engage and such of most normal bruiser, fighter, tank top laners. That's why people pick supportive tops. If you put it behind to a point where the disengage and the peel and the utility isn't enough to be meaningful, then that's how you win the game as a carry into a support top. And when I say support top, I mean Soraka, Lulu, that kind of thing. So that's the thing, you gotta remember. Those champs are all super weak in lane. If you abuse them, that's how you win the game versus those champs. And Jax just double kills them for free.
Actually, 2v1s. They graded and stayed for it. You punish them.
Yeah, that...
R-ing a little bit sooner there, probably, like, you didn't R there right away, which is good, especially considering you were rooted and Swain could pull you. If he did, he would have insta-canceled your R and you would not have gotten both of them. So, good job holding your R. I'm not sure if that was just because you thought about that, or if that happened by accident, but it was good nonetheless.
So, the other thing I want to mention to you, Straya, about this game is that you have... You definitely could... Nice dive, by the way. Well, dive, quote-unquote.
Top Herald here, maybe?
Is that...
So this would be a great use of Herald. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. There's the Herald. You could honestly go with Zen's second item here, Straya. I almost never do that because I don't like how squishy it makes you. You could go Trinity Force here. They have an immobile AD carry, an immobile mid, an immobile top. 2 of them are utility. If you went like Blade into Trinity Force here, I wouldn't blame you at all. And like I said, you could go with Zen. I don't like it because the build path is really squishy, but it's honestly an option. The only option... I don't like Black Cleaver here. Black Cleaver doesn't feel like a good investment here. They don't really have anybody that's going to be building a lot of armor. Lulu might pick up Seekers. Ori might pick up Seekers. But like... Xin Zhao might pick up a little armor, but that's about it. You're not going to have a lot. If you get like Trinity, Ruin King, Wits End, you're just going to chew through anybody anyway.
We have a lot of good vision down here. I see, what, 2, 3 pink wards on the map? 3 pink wards on the map, a handful of yellow trinkets. You know, we're pushing up our line of vision, which is really nice. Complex, your jungle is actually down most of this game. Like, this is a very good use. Repeat ganking mid, you know, that she's just another beautiful cocoon. Oh, this Ori is not having a good time. I wouldn't be surprised if she Arceus. So, one thing actually looks like you're thinking about doing it. I would be diving bot here. Yeah, okay, you're going for it. You're sending it. With your bot lane so far ahead and Alistar being an obscenely tanky support with Azar, once he hits level 6, you can just kind of repeat dive the bot lane, especially considering your bot lane is kind of giga winning to the point where Jack's 2v1'd. Yep, you lead here.
Free!
That's fine. There's no point in backing up away.
Oh, beautiful dodge on Ashol.
Yeah.
You just... This game is just open mid for them.
Yeah.
You guys are just walking on them.
There's not really a good reason. You strafed back a little bit. I think you could have kept going forward and maybe you didn't have to use your flash. Ori walks up because she doesn't want to play the game anymore. You know that Ori can't really respond to you. You saw Zin's out top.
Oh my god, Shreya, that was beautiful. That top lane combo was beautiful. You die here for it because of your ambition, but I love it. That was so beautiful. You did the little tiny stun. She polymorphed you. You jump to a minion, jump to her. You pick up an extra stack of your Q. Beautiful, beautiful.
The Irelia saga really coming in clutch.
God, I hope so. That was so good.
So Hero, it looks like your jungle is starting to spawn. I know your blue side's been up for a while and Rift Herald's up. At this point, like since you've already gotten the first tier bot lane, you want to start thinking about the other side of the map, especially with Herald being up. At this point, his jungle tastes sweeter than yours, but you also want to make sure that you're thinking about objectives, specifically the Rift Herald. The later Rift Heralds are, more juicy to get because of how much damage they do. So making sure that you actually, I think you traded your blue side for his blue side. Probably took yours, but thinking about the objectives is pretty important. And your the only tier 1 left in the game is the top lane tier 1. So you can think about that as just pretty much standing gold. That's going to be, a free 50 gold to each player on your team.
Wow.
Jax, we're getting a little big for our britches here. We're trying to fight the Ori. If the team's better, they just collapse on you here and kill you, so make sure we're respecting that. Especially considering Ashe probably could have just R'd you, and then the Ori probably could have murdered you. You do have cleanse though, so maybe you get away, but you're still burning a sum for no reason. Also, we should be a little careful here. Running away to the bot side's fine. Zinzao was top side. He's probably doing Herald. Hero is probably running to this dragon right now. Just pretty much going to take it on spawn at this point. Alright, looks like that's what call is being made. They'll probably trade a Rift Herald for it. Yeah. So Invalid's noticing that... Oh my god, she's actually melting. And he tried to fuck...
Oh my god. You guys are honestly just... Oh my god, Invalence.
Yeah.
You guys
I hope you can see why Sinja's one of my favorite champs.
I mean...
Safe to say...
go ahead.
Safe to say apparently everyone can 2v1.
Yeah, everyone can pretty much 2v1 at this point.
Yeah, I mean... Your Syndra Q easily took half of the Lulu's health off.
So, a little ambitious complex. Rappelling into their tower is the stuff, that feeds into the miracle comeback. Peeling back towards your ADC. The zoning was fine. I liked the zoning. The zoning was very important. But once Swain walked into their tower, just dive this. Okay. just dive the Swain because Swain was a free kill, and instead we dove, their inhib turret, didn't get a kill, and we lost the tower.
Ooh. I liked that combo. You guys are actually just walking on them. Wow. Okay, guys, you don't have to score pets. Smile.
Yeah. This is definitely gonna net you some points.
Why couldn't you guys do this last game?
What?
Why couldn't they do this last game?
Last game was
I-
brutal.
Yeah, last game was a game we probably won't talk about. Oh, stealing the cannon of Syndra, very nice. Your support does have relic stacks, so keep that in mind. He, you know, could use that gold, and then you get a copy of it too. But you're not a bot laner, so.
I mean, I'm looking at this game trying to think of their way back into it.
For them, it's gonna be pick after pick after pick, but that's the only
Yeah.
thing they can do.
I mean,
It's not gonna happen.
their comp is like, it looks like it was built to be a pick comp on the bot half, and it looks like it was built to be like a,
Weird funnel on the top.
yeah, like a weird funnel, and then like, yeah, it's just a really awkward comp. And even if they get pick after pick, it's still really hard for them to team fight. Like they have Ori and they have champs that are good for it, but they have Xin Zhao.
Yeah. So another pick. The complex is found. Oh, my god, the MFR was huge. You guys can keep going here. There's no point in backing up. We hesitated on going back in Straya, and I think if you immediately went back in.
That. Oh, okay, you got Blade. You
No
got Blade.
Q.
Keep autoing. Keep autoing. There you go.
Yeah.
Well,
So
he's dead, but
we hesitated on the, the reinitiation. I'm not sure if you're waiting for cooldowns for your R, but I think we make it out as a happy little team fight without really losing anyone if you went back in.
and look at that, my boy Shreya, as if he heard me through the void. That's a Trinity Force second item. Big pog. Yeah.
So this game looks pretty over. Syndra Q, half health, Orianna.
You guys are 19 kills up. What is that? You're up 14k gold.
Another beautiful cocoon. Unfortunately, it's a little ambitious diving their Nexus towers.
At 20 minutes.
Yeah, Barons spawned for the last 40 seconds, but that's it. Another good cocoon.
Yeah, since
Invalids, I'm pretty sure at this point, lowering your damage. Don't be afraid to literally QE on top of someone. You'll probably one-shot Orianna. You'll actually one-shot Orianna. You'll one-shot everyone, but maybe Lulu because she has R, and Xin Zhao because it's Xin Zhao and he has Spectre Scale. Jax by yourself. Be very careful. If they Ashe Art, you're just kind of not screwed because you have cleanse, but again, not respecting them.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are just
It's hard to
sometimes.
talk about things that you could do better when it's 24 to 5.
Yeah, I mean, theoretically, the things you could have done better are like to minimize like the little throws you're giving to them, like the little picks. But I see they use the Lulu pretty well there.
Yeah. So, I mean, that is just simply don't be there. I mean, look at where your team is. 3 of your players were respawning, were in your jungle, and Jax was backing up.
Yeah, you have to zone him there. You guys get that? Oh, he came with a wall, and that's an Ashe ult down. And you have 1 inhib down, 1 inhib turret down, and 1 inhib turret extremely low.
At this point, you guys should just go Baron and end.
Okay, I know what you were going for with the Aurelia ult there, so you're looking for a long one for the engage on the fight. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, you guys are just kicking them
You're
around.
just absolutely mugging them. Maybe I could talk about runes or something as we wait for the game to end.
The one thing I would mention is that I understand what you're doing with the Magi's, but I forget how many stacks is it effective at. I think it's like 15.
I think so.
I think it's only valuable if you have 15 stacks of Magi's. This is the end of the game.
It must be.
But yeah, I mean, you guys just kind of Ravel stumped them, so
Yeah.
good job.
Invalids, I think this is the best we've seen you perform on the Syndra. So I
Big
want to say
call.
good job. Even though I'm an ADC, I do play Syndra bot lane, so it makes me happy to see someone else enjoying Syndra, as I'm sure you're the type to enjoy a good old-fashioned Stomperoonie. So
Good job, guys.